This is going to be my first stream. Okay, adjust that camera just a little bit there. Try to keep me in frame. Okay, there we go. So, I'm going to be doing some asteroid mining today. The new patch for Elite Dangerous just came out, and so now you can actually like blow up the asteroids. It's really cool. It's a lot more entertaining than it sounds. It's not like the old Atari game still, where you just kind of like shoot at them and that's it. Um, so it's a lot more entertaining now. And let's see, should have everything all set up. And if I do this, there we go. So we'll load into my private game here so I don't get harassed by a whole bunch of other players. Online can be a little intense sometimes. So this is my ship.
All onboard components have passed system checks.
This is a Krite Mark II. And I have named her Rava's Spirit. This is like my favorite ship in the game at this point. It looks an awful lot like the Millennium Falcon. It is probably one of the best multi-role ships for my purposes that I've found. And it's just a lot of fun to fly. Multiple cockpits. You can actually have like 2 other people with you in it. A lot of fun. Let's double check what I've got it outfitted for. Because I think, yeah, hard points are still set up for combat, so gonna have to switch that. Because as much fun as blowing up pirates is, I wanted to do some mining today. A little more profitable sometimes. It's one thing I wish Elite Dangerous had. It would be really nice if it had like an actual favorites thing, so you could have it store what your preferred setups are. Would make this a lot faster. That's our transfer. So we need to get subsurface displacement missiles. They're drilling missiles. They hit the asteroid and then they just kind of like tunnel into it until it hits a deposit and then explodes the rocks back out into the into space. And then my favorite part, seismic charge. That's the one that actually lets you break the asteroids apart, kind of like Armageddon, where they put the nuke down in the thing, and lots of fun. Hopefully we'll find one of those. That'll be it's always kind of a treat because they're not real common. Let's see, left side. What do I usually put on the right? I think I put the abrasion blaster over there usually. Transfer. There it is. This one's it's kind of like a multi-shot little cannon, and it breaks apart the surface deposits of the different rocks. And then we have the mining laser. That's the classic. That's, if anyone's been playing before, you're familiar with how this one works. You just point it at the asteroid and it eats a bunch of stuff off. Alright, utility mounts. Can't forget to equip one of the other new features they put out, the pulse wave analyzer. Lets you actually find where the rocks are at, like decent concentration of them. Heatsink, shield boosters, because you never know, pirates. They get greedy out there. Optional internals. Gotta swap out the hangar bay. There it is, cargo rack. Because we want to come back with a lot of rocks. Let's see, my 5-slot. There it is, collector limpet controller. Grab all the rocks, bring them right back to me. I hate doing the cargo scoop thing. It's so annoying, having to try to line it up and get it into just the right spot. And oops, wrong option. It's just not efficient if you're doing it that way. I mean, it works, you know, when you're getting started and everything, but refinery. Who went in this one? Oh, the prospector limpets, right? Because you got to be able to tell what rocks are actually in each asteroid. And then this one, place with detailed surface scanner. So when we get to the asteroid ring, it'll actually show me how many people, or not how many people, how many where the rocks, the best rocks are at. Yeah, that should be it. All right. Oh, yep. Oh. The computer's reminding me I gotta set all this up every time it does. This is why they need like a favorites thing, so that we can actually hot swap between the different setups. Because every time you switch out a part, it changes up your power priorities for the new parts, as well as your fire groups all get messed up. There we go. Okay. I've gotten pretty good at resetting it though, so. Did I have? Oh no, that's right. I had specific combat. Then I always leave the composition scanner on too, because it puts this little like circle thing in the middle of the screen. Makes for a nice targeting reticle. Discover. Oh, that's right. If I have that on there, okay, that's why I need to have separate. This is always the problem. It's like I forget what setups are between times. Prospector. There we go. Okay, and then pulse wave. Keep that on there. Yep. No, we don't need the detailed surface scanner there. We do need it there so that when we get to the, because like I set it up in steps. So like this is the A is when we first get into the asteroid or get to the planet, because I always mine rings. It's just easier that way. So it's my defense profile where I've got my single beam laser turret, and then has the discovery scanner and the detailed surface scanner. So that's like when we first get into the system, we can scan everything and know where everything's at. And then the second profile is once we're in the asteroid belt, because I need to be able to shoot prospector limpets at the asteroids to identify what materials are in them. And the pulse wave analyzer tells me which ones to prioritize. Then we need the abrasion blaster, the collector limpets. I always set those to the same one as the mining laser because oftentimes the collector limpets are too stupid for their own good and they'll run into the rocks. So I lose more collector limpets that way than I do from pretty much anything else. And that way when I'm holding down the trigger for the mining laser, the collector limpets will keep deploying if I lose one. They need to enhance the AI on those things. Okay, and then last but not least, subsurface missile launchers and the seismic charges. Oh, what do we get? Okay, clearly I need to enhance my second monitor here because I was not able to see the... Oh, Commander Root. Okay, followed. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Let's see. And then I needed... Was there anything else I needed on that one? Data link scanner. Oh, right, the composition scanner, so I have my target reticle. Because it doesn't... If the device doesn't come with one, it doesn't give you one, so I kind of bootleg one in using it that way. And that should be it. All right, we are good to go. And I actually have... I'm a little into this game. I've got my little... Here, I'm going to move the webcam a little bit. I've got this set up where I've got my Logitech joysticks. Oh, there we go. And everything. And then I've also got what's called Voice Attack. It's a voice command program that allows me to directly give commands. And let me double check, make sure I've got that up and running. Yes, it is up and running. So if I were to say, Crewman Eden,
Commander.
introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Eden. Just understand that I have a mind. I think, I feel, and have opinions. You may argue that the thoughts I have, my beliefs, my behavior, is all part of the programming, right? It remains that you'll never know or have the ability to fully understand until you see living proof. That's my opinion, by the way. But hey, it is what it is. Now, perhaps we should become better acquainted.
So I have these little kind of voiced, almost AI that assist me in running the ship and things. In fact, if I, let's see, what was it? Roll call. Oh, okay, maybe not. You do have to know the commands. It's unfortunately they're not that intelligent. So, but I can have them do things like this: galaxy map, and I don't have to touch a single control to get that to come up. Now let's see. I have a couple of favorites. I don't have that one bookmarked though. Where was it? Was like within one jump. So many stars. That's one of the things I love about this game is it's, in theory, it is like 1-1 to our Milky Way. So it's a huge, huge space. I don't think I've been to even like a handful of the systems that are in this game. Actually, you know what? If it's within one jump, because I know it is, I can look at it over here on the navigation menu. That'll be a little bit easier to find it that way. Because I remember the name convention of it, I just don't remember what the exact letters and numbers are, because a lot of them are that way. They're letters and numbers, and that did not see it at all. Huh. Okay, well, I do have my little web page over here too that tells me where pristine metallic belts are at, because those are the best ones to mine. You'll get the highest concentrations of things like painite and stuff out of them. There we go. Galaxy map. There we go. It's GCRV 375. There it is. It's hiding down over here. No wonder I didn't see it. All right, let's bookmark that so that I've actually got it set up for later. Plot the route. Okay, I was off. It's 2 jumps, not just 1. Launch.
Initiating.
Yeah, these
No
voice attack
deconfiguration.
profiles are really helpful. Like, they'll load up configurations for power. Karina here is going to actually clear the docking area when we get up to the top here. She basically holds the thrusters up.
Detach confirmed. Restrict speed
Oh,
until
I was wrong. That was
clear
Astra.
during the
I have
time.
Astra on helm right now. Looks like we're not the only ones exiting the station. Better watch out for that Diamondback. Come on, buddy. We're a little fast. My ship is set up to do an awful lot of speed. Love the sound of those boosters. Alright, clear the mass lock. There we go. I've gotten even a little bit more into it at this point, where I've been experimenting with using my Gear VR headset here. I found an app that actually lets me use it with Steam and play in VR, but I wouldn't be able to look at the second monitor that I have over here if I did that.
All integrity is within limits. All other systems are now.
Looks like the desktop audio was a little loud there from undocking. And that's Vega. That one's actually voiced by Brent Spiner, if you know who that is. He played Data on Star Trek Next Generation. So they've got some pretty celebrity voices that they actually have doing voiceover. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna try to lower that desktop volume a little bit more. It was getting out of hand a little. This can be a pretty loud game sometimes. I love the graphics, though, the galaxies and everything. I don't know how realistic hyperdrive is in this game, but you know. All right, scan to the system. Should be able to find. Oh, okay. Which one was it that was? Well, let's slow down here so we're not flying off into the middle of nowhere. System map.
Display map.
Was it this first one or the second one? Look over here and see if pristine, rocky. I think it was the second one. There we go. Yep. 2 A's rings are metallic, so we're going to set that one as the destination. And we got to find it here. They've enhanced the lighting stuff now too. Like you can see it actually changes the colors and stuff on the dash sometimes depending on the sun that you're at. Not to mention when you go onto the dark side of a planet now, it is dark. Like they had to put in a night vision mode just so that you could still see to fly on the dark sides. Hey BD, how's it going? You're probably busy with your stream over there. Thanks for stopping into chat though. Let's see. I always like to wait till we get about 30 seconds out for the ETA. Oh, you're not streaming today? Oh, okay. On approach.
Okay. 75. Reading now.
There we go, and Astra just brought me back to 75% of thrust. That way I don't go flying past the thing like I'm on the freeway. It's a little weird not being in the VR thing because I've been trying that out all the last few days. Now the screen's all flat and I have to actually hit my buttons on my controller to look at everything. It was really nice just being able to kind of look around. But I needed to be able to keep an eye on extra stuff. I'll figure out how to be able to do a stream with the VR. Or at least once I know everything's working right, I don't have to make snap adjustments. Yeah, 75% of thrust. Can't go full throttle all the time. Go shooting right past the planet otherwise. Or into the planet, which that would be bad too. Oh, it looks like I might have already tagged this one with... We'll update it. Like I said, this is one of my favorite mining places. It tends to have a lot of good ore in the asteroids. They do refresh. I know that's not necessarily realistic. You know, it takes millions of years to get new rocks. But let's see if I do. There we go. There's my detailed surface scanner. And we can get it so that it goes into that ring. Oh, thank you for the host, Battle Dave. He's another streamer that I know from being friends with him. We used to play a bunch of different games and things. See if I can remember how to... What was the... I don't know. I don't think I got the command right. I'll figure that out. Baby steps, baby steps. I got it online, and you know. Oh, and VP's in chat too. She's another streamer that you got to check out. It's pretty cool. So okay, we scanned the rock, and looks like I can get back out of this mode. What do we got here? We got monazite. No, don't want that. Painite. That's one of them. That's the bigger one though. We're gonna go for that one. When I go out mining, I go for three things specifically. It's kind of like the three big P's, as I call them: painite, platinum, and palladium. All three of those will actually sell for a good 5-figure profit. Oh yeah, I was telling you the other day, VP, this game is huge different. Like they've got there's the combat mode, and then analysis mode. So they actually had to separate the UI into two different forms now because they've got so much stuff going on. They didn't want to have it cluttered. I think they've done a really good job with it, honestly. In fact, I'm gonna switch back to combat because that orange glow can get blinding when you come in close. One thing I've noticed, they don't have the ability to come in on these spots and actually safely drop out of Super Cruise like you do at stations and things. So you kind of have to do it manually and just get close enough that you get too close to, and it drops you out for safety. I don't know if that's by design or I feel like I was going a little too fast there, but nope, no hull damage. We're good. Alright. Switch back to analysis mode, deploy the hard points, and go into pulse wave. So now if I deploy the pulse wave, you see it highlight the asteroids and stuff there, and nothing. There was... Come on, there's got to be some good rocks somewhere. They should highlight kind of an orangey color. There we go, there's some down here. We'll fly towards these. And I just keep doing this every few seconds. Ooh! That's a nice one right over here. Kind of close, too. I'm going to turn that night vision mode on. Deploy the cargo scoop. Yes, thank you, Alex. That was Alex that was telling me it was already done, because I did it manually, and then she overheard me. Alright, and... Uh-oh. Well, there's the first goof for me for the night. There's a key thing that you have to have for prospector limpets as well as collector limpets to work, and that is limpets. So the inventory, as you can see, is empty, and that means we got no limpets. Yeah, thank you, Desiree. My girlfriend, heckling from the peanut gallery. Oh, somebody's scanning me. Okay, we're going to have some fun with this then. What do we got? Is this system security? Because if it's system security, I can't do anything. Oh, we're lawless, though. Oh, they've got 4. Oh, but it's 4 eagles. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I shoot them up for having scanned me there? Any opinions? I mean, they're eagles. I can take them easy. No? Okay. VP says no. We're going to be nice. Yeah, lawless space. Right now, the system we're in is like an anarchy. So anybody can attack anybody. Like Dave's the devil on my shoulder here. Is shoot her!
Why are we doing Jurassic Park stuff again?
We're not doing Jurassic Park. It's Elite Dangerous. I could do Jurassic Park some other day, though. I have that game. That's pretty cool, too. We are going to find, real quick, because I messed up, I don't know if there's even a station in this system. There isn't. Alright, let's see. I need to find one that I know has a station in it. Because otherwise, I gotta go get those limpets, and I don't want to go all the way back to home base. Usually named ones have stuff. Let's cannot oh, hard points. They don't like you trying to launch into hyperspace with your hard points deployed. There we go. Voice of bad decisions. But some of them turn out so well. Oh, thank you for the host, VP. I appreciate it. You guys weren't joking about the affiliate by a certain date, were you?
Hyperspace, checking systems now.
Yeah, I might end up having a guest appearance by my girlfriend every once in a while here. She's kind of doing laundry out behind where my stream is. Well, that's an outpost. They might have some. We'll go check there. Limpets are a pretty common thing, so... Oh, forgot to do the analysis mode so the directional scanner could go off. There we go. On approach.
75%.
Yeah, I was curious about that too, but I was with my family and everything. I didn't get a chance to tune on. So the funniest thing is, okay, get this. I told my mom that I was going to start streaming video games and stuff, and she asked, "So, do people like watch World of Warcraft and stuff?" Because she still plays WoW. My mom might actually be interested in doing Twitch stream of World of Warcraft. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if she actually wants to do that or not. I've told her. I mean, I bet you just about anything. There's probably people that would be willing to watch that. You know. Oh, she's so entertaining. Dave knows her, and yeah, it would be hilarious. I could just see she's going through Ungoro crater or something, and that giant T-Rex comes up, and she's just like, "Oh no! Oh no! We gotta go!" I don't think that VP and I have ever like met other than on your stream. So no, but she wouldn't know my mom, Dave. Come on. Oh, we don't need the night vision here. Oh, let's see. Quest docking. I love this part. Look, Ma, no hands. I always use the auto dock. Yes, yeah, no, that is a very accurate statement, Dave. My mom is a lot like Mrs. Weasley. She literally adopts, like, all of my friends that come over to the house. If you've been invited to the house, you are now family. And, like, she'll even roll with some of my most offensive friends. Like, hey, Dave, do you remember when we were at Battlefront and Josh was acting up and she sat on his lap? I forget what exactly it was he was doing, and she actually managed to get Josh to freak out because she sat on his lap, and he's just like, nope, done, tagging out. That was so hilarious. All right, Starport services. Might as well refuel since I don't have a fuel scoop on right now. Advanced maintenance. They don't have restocking. Is there another station in system here? One that might actually have. Nope. Okay. So we're not gonna leave this up to chance at this point. I'm gonna go to the website here. I was hoping usually named ones have some sort of but clearly that one was not friendly to us. So I use Elite Dangerous database to find a lot of my stuff. It's really nice because you can put in like reference systems so that you can find things within a close area. Facilities. We want restock. Find stations. Oh, it didn't take my. There we go. There we go. Okay. Baja apparently has what we're looking for. There it is, right there. Baja. I think that's how you pronounce that. That's how I'm going to pronounce that. I do remember Nick and the burrito. And you're right, that one is not safe for work. The long and short of it, giggity, is that my buddy Nick did some unsavory things with a burrito to go see a movie that we will not mention for free. He later said that it was not worth seeing said movie. I agree with him. But Eric, our other friend, still had this picture that was taken on his phone. Unsavory things with a burrito. Yeah. But Eric shows this picture on his phone to my mom. My mom is she's looking at the phone and she's kind of squinting and trying to figure out. And so then she takes out her glasses and puts her glasses on, and she still can't quite figure out what it is. And Eric finally chimes in and says, "Oh, that's Nick's penis."
All systems checking.
Apparently, he had to stick his certain bits into a wet burrito from Taco Bell, and he got to see the movie for free. And just the fact that my mom put her glasses on to be able to see said image was just hilarious to everybody at the table. And this is the middle of Buffalo Wild Wings. There we go. Yeah, my mom has been a part of numerous hilarious stories. On approach.
75%.
How's the volume level, by the way, guys? Is the AIs and all that stuff loud enough you can hear them, but not too loud? Yeah, I have a feeling that you and I and my group, both of our groups of friends, would get along very well, VP. Okay, cool. I played around a little bit with the desktop audio to bring it down. Well, I quieted it down a little bit too, because before, when I was doing things like jumping into hyperspace, it was peeking into the reds on my streams mixer. So yeah, it's just my Logitech G930 headset microphone that I'm using. I don't have the nice fancy thing like you do. I know that's usually like the status quo, but I'm poor and broke, and so just working with what I got. Good, that's good. At some point, I'll probably invest in, you know, better microphone, better computer chair, all that stuff. There we go. Oh, I always hated these ones because you could almost never find, if you came in on the wrong side of these star ports, it was almost impossible to find that docking port because it's this big, I don't know, it's just giant D20 in space practically. I don't think it's actually a D20, but it might as well be. Sounds better than yours. You actually spend money on like a legit. I don't know. I think yours sounds better than mine. I don't know what mine sounds like over stream, but you're always coming through pretty clear as far as I could hear. I love auto dock. It's one of the standard features that I put on most of my ships because I'm lazy. Oh no, your sounds are usually like just fine. I don't think I've ever had any issues understanding you and such. Okay. Now we should be able to get advanced maintenance, restock. Hey, limpets. Okay. And we will stock up on 64 of them. I've found has been, because I got to have some room for the rocks. And I've found that usually 64 tends to be just the right number, so I run out of limpets when just as I fill up my cargo hold. Oh yeah, I mean I can land. I can. I just prefer not to. It's a total laziness thing. I actually have a very fine control over my ship. Like if I do this and boost out of the dock, which traffic control hates because way speeding at that point. Would have been really embarrassing if I just slammed into that wall at that point. Let's see. Now we got there's GCRV 375. Lock and engage.
All clear. Goodbye, Commander.
One thing I did find that's actually very useful for auto dock is if you're planning on doing smuggling missions. It's nice to be able to fly right, get back here and pay your speeding ticket. They actually have issued me a speeding ticket before. You have to be going really fast for a long time, though, before the authorities get that pissy to actually issue a fine for speeding. Smuggling can be very interesting. It's exactly what it sounds like. You go and you get, what was it? It was the second planet. You go and you get goods in one area that's illegal in another. A lot of times you can find missions for it, and they can be pretty profitable. Like, I've seen smuggling missions that pay a good 2 to 5 mil per run. The biggest thing is don't get caught, which means don't get scanned and don't get pulled out of Super Cruise and scanned. So a lot of, like, I actually have a setup that I like to use when I do some smuggling missions. It's a Diamondback Explorer with no shields, and I run in what they basically call silent running mode. It shuts all external heat ports, and that way the sensors have a harder time locking onto you, and they have to manually target. They can't just lock on and follow. I think the NPCs cheat, though. So, on approach.
Understood. 75%.
And then the other thing that helps out is a couple of the chaff launchers, chaff launchers, because they'll pause the scan if you deploy chaff. Oh yeah, it's just with anything. And yeah, the exploration's also a lot of fun. I use that same Diamondback Explorer for exploration because it's got the longest jump range that I've found. The reason I use it for smuggling is the Diamondback Explorer actually has like the best sitting heat level, so it doesn't overheat as quickly as the other ships. Plus, it's very maneuverable, so when coming into a station quickly, it's easier to hit that letterbox. But as I was saying, the auto dock is handy for it because, especially on like the outposts, when you come into the outposts, you can just auto dock it, and it will usually land you faster than what you can do on your own sometimes. Let's see if I'm right. Nope, that's platinum. It's the other one, the bigger one. Let me target the bigger one, because that's the little one. Okay, we'll target one over here. There it is. There's the Pay Night hotspot that I want. And it's in the light, so I'll be able to see easy enough. Oh yeah, give me a sec here. Once I get into the asteroids here, I can show you how the guild things. I don't think there is any in-game music right now. You sure that's not a browser tab or something? Yeah, I have. The only time I've got in-game music is when I'm auto-docking or those browser tabs. Yeah, I always got annoyed with the in-game music for combat and such. The only places that I think I still have in-game music is stations, because it's just kind of a cool background thing. When it auto docks, it plays classical music as a kind of a nod to 2001: Space Odyssey. Oh, that's a little fast. Okay, still no hull damage. Good. Okay, so VP, you wanted to see the so here's their new like home screen, and this is where you can access Galnet, the Hollow Me, Engineers, Galactic Powers. Codex is kind of cool. It shows all the stuff you've discovered, and this is the squadrons. So I've got my own little squadron here, Deep Core Mining and Security. Each squadron gets a, and I'm being scanned again. They're not going to find anything, so I'm not going to care. Each squadron gets a 4-letter designation that shows up when you target one of their members. So ours is DCMS, just the first letters of each of the things. At present, we've got 2 members. It's me and one other friend. I'm working on trying to expand that. So if anybody that's watching is interested in mining or bounty hunting, that is our 2 specialties. And sometimes we do like a group thing where one of us will be running security for all these assholes that keep scanning the miners, and sometimes they actually try to take stuff. And you got squad management. Actually, I think I can use my mouse for this. Yep, there we go. So you can see the different members. There's my friend that's in the game with me here. He's just recently started, so he's up to a Cobra Mark III now. I've got crazy ships. Yeah, I've been playing for a while. Can set different ranks and everything. I've got them all set up as a company type thing, so I'm the CEO. Next highest is division leads. I have the corporation kind of set into 2 things. Yeah, and you can decide the rank names. I actually named the second in command's division leads. There'll only ever be 2 of those, in my opinion. I'll have a head of security and a head of mining, and then we've got, if they're a member is in the security division, and then if a member is a miner. And those 2, they're technically different ranks, but I consider them the same value, and that's why they've got the same permissions. And then we've got, for people that just started, intern. They kind of get paid. So it's not quite accurate, but, you know. I don't know, I suppose I could change it to something else. I like intern, though. And we don't have any applications, so I can't show you that. And then settings, you can actually ally your squadrons with powers and factions. I'm just leaving us as independent. I don't want to get mixed up in all that power play stuff and politics and everything. And then you can do tags that show what the squadron is about. Like, we've got bounty hunters, explorers, traders and miners, and mentoring. Availability is occasional. Suppose I could probably do weekdays at this point. We'll leave it at occasional. PvE, because it's just PvP gets too intense sometimes. Yeah, I was actually thinking Pro B would be the other good, because I watch a little too much NCIS. I don't think the microphone picked that one up, babe. More heckling from the peanut gallery. And then you see the tags let people know like what you're looking for in the group. And they do actually have leaderboards. Blah. Need something to drink, I think. And it's actually showing like the different categories. Like we got combat, exploration, and it shows what squadron is leading in it. Like Cannon apparently is huge on exploration. They are like twice what the next squadron of Dead Horse is at. So that's pretty cool. And then Hall of Fame shows if your squadron got any of these medals during a leaderboard season. So pretty cool that way. But that's the squadrons. They're kind of simple. It's not overly complicated. I still think they've got a lot that they need to expand on. to really get this up to the same level as what I think they're trying to. Now, are these the same guys that scanned me before, or... Oh, okay, they jumped out. Alright, since they're all jumping out, we'll just get to the mining here. This is what we're here for. Get the rocks. There we go. I already had deployed the hard points. I forgot. Pulse wave. Okay, there's some highlighted ones. I want to go for that big one down here, though. This looks like a large, juicy asteroid down here. Heckling can be quite entertaining. There we go, with that night vision back up. Programming limpet drone. What happened to my limpet? Oh, there he goes. Right there. I ran over my limpet drone. It's the one problem with this ship. It's so fast that it actually can outpace the prospector limpets if the cargo scoop isn't down. So I have to remind myself to keep that down so that I don't... I want to get a better webcam. That's one of the things I want, so that then I can actually have it track me a little bit. Ooh, we got surface. What do we got? Anything that's actually contacts? Oh, there's a palladium surface deposit. Alright, cool. Well, we'll use the abrasion blaster for this one. So this is one of the newest features they've got. And you can just... Boom! There it goes. Now, where was the prospector limpet? Because I need to... I forgot to look and see. Okay, it does have palladium actually in the asteroid, so we're gonna mine it out here, and I've got my filters set up so that it only takes the palladium, platinum, and painite. All the other rocks get ejected back into space. And you can kind of see over here, there's the hoppers for my refinery. So it's filling up on that palladium already. And then once we get 100%, it'll drop a unit, which is like 1 ton of palladium. Yeah, unfortunately this is not one of the asteroids that I can just cut in half. Hopefully we'll find one of those, but they're few and far between, which is really cool. I'm really hoping that I find one on stream, because it's a cool animation to actually watch it break apart. This one's mining out pretty quickly. 15%, 13%. I like using the prospector limpets because, one, it tells you just how much is actually in the asteroid. Two, it actually enhances the yield. It increases the amount that you'll get from an asteroid. And now I just gotta wait for my limpets to collect all the stuff. You can kind of see them on the little radar map there. I could probably do this. There we go. So there's those little blue dots. That's the collector limpets. They're flying around, grabbing all of the rocks that just came off the asteroid and bringing them up into my cargo hold there. They do a pretty good job of it. Oh, okay. So, that was a perfect example of how sometimes they get stupid, because the asteroid rotated, and they just blew up. They ran into the asteroid. All right, you go ahead and lurk there, BD. So now I got to program new limpet drones now, and hopefully these ones won't run into the asteroid as well. Wrong limpet drone. I did a prospector. My bad. Okay. Ah, there goes another one. I go through more limpets that way. They really need to enhance the AI on that. Alright, cool. Good to chat with you. You guys, feel free to stop back in anytime. Are they? What are they doing? They're like stopped. There we go. Okay. I guess they were actually being smart and not running into the asteroid. That's a first. I don't usually see that behavior in limpets. They're learning. Oh no. Limpets are going to take over the galaxy. No valid collection targets. Good. That means we've got all the rocks we can get. Pulse wave and see if we can find some more. Ooh, that one's nice and shiny. What do you have inside? And another collector limpet expired. Oh well. They're disposable. They only cost 101 credits, so. Oh, Painite. 46%. Yes, please. Let's get up real close to this one here. Oh. I was trying to turn my headlights on, and I turned the night vision off by accident. Because if I can get nice and close to the asteroid, the limpets should have a better time of collecting it, and it'll be a shorter trip for them to go from where they're at into the cargo hold. Then I don't have to wait as much afterwards. There we go. Now they're really doing. Let's see, while we're doing this, what do we got for? All right, there's one subsurface painite. Cool. We'll mine that one after we get rid of the rest of it here from the main chunk. So there is still, a certain amount of shoot the rock with the laser for a while, but the other parts make it a little bit less tedious, because it used to be like this was all you would do. This is it. You just sit here beaming a laser into the rock for an hour, and I always had fun with it. I find it relaxing, kind of. I've done mining in like Elite Dangerous, EVE Online. I played Vendetta for a while. That one was kind of cool. The whole Newtonian physics, where they actually, actually Elite does have that. If I turned the flight assist off, I could actually fly backwards while shooting in the opposite direction. I think that's Newtonian physics. Sir Isaac Newton's whole invention there. All right, now let's get to one of the fun parts here: displacement missiles. Okay, that did not. That is isn't it? Yeah, that's I just got to get it in the right spot here. And there we go. It's drilling. And then if I release it on the green, it'll actually blow a chunk out into space. This is the part where I find it a lot more fun, because I actually have to try to keep myself aligned with it to do this quickly. This is where 6 degrees of freedom comes in very handy. I've got a couple of the point of view hats on my joystick set up so I can do lateral and vertical thrust. And there we go. And that rock is now empty. That's another upgrade I'd like to do. I like my Cytec X52, but I would love to have, like, there's the, I think it's the X56, the Rhino. Has a few more features, like instead of point of view hats, it actually has my brain's not working on what exactly it is that it has. They're sticks. They're analog sticks instead of just being a directional thing. Is this the asteroid that... I have to be careful sometimes because, yeah, I don't think that's the asteroid that's... I don't know, we'll shoot it and find out. Some of the asteroids sometimes splash over their indications onto nearby ones, and I don't know if they designed it that way, but you'll get a false positive on some rocks sometimes. Ugh, Gallite. Like, all get... No. No. We don't want that. Ah, here we go. These ones are nice and bright. I can actually see on the surface of this one some different things. So this one might be a bit better. Wait, is this one? Oh, we found one. This is one of the ones you get to crack open. This is one of the ones you get to crack open. It's got a painite core. Let's see, has it got anything else? No. Okay, so mining it with the mining laser is not going to be of any use. But it does look like it's got some other stuff on the surface of it. Ah, they're all Gallite and other things. So we're only interested in the core on this. So, Dave, you wanted to see me break an asteroid open. Here's your chance. So we get to go here, and these asteroid fissures are where you actually charge up the seismic charge and then attach it. And you kind of just go around, find a couple different ones. They don't have to be in any order or anything. You just are looking to get that bar in the upper right to a certain amount so that it will be in the green. I like to charge the seismic things up to max because it makes it simple to try to get it. You can see where some of the other ones are already blinking there. So it starts a countdown. I think you get like 2 minutes, 120 seconds, so it's not too fast-paced to get it done. Oh, see, okay, that one's brought it way up too high, so we're gonna go and disarm that charge. Because if it was up in that bright blue area, it would actually destroy... There we go. Okay, so then... Oh, but that still got rid of the fissure, so I have to find a different one. So charge 3 was too much. We will try a charge 2. Oh, there we go. That is perfect. So now we're gonna back off to a safe distance here because we don't want to get caught in this explosion. That should do it, and then I can actually manually detonate. And this is my favorite part. This is what it's all about. Boom. And then the pulse wave hits and everything goes crazy. And my limpets are already going out there and picking up the rocks and stuff that came off of it. And then on the inside of this, there's actually additional surface placements that I have to fly inside of here and hit with the abrasion blaster. There we go. So there's a little bit of precision flying. I have to try to make sure that I keep my underside on an open area, because if I don't, the limpets will actually... Yep, there we go. One of them expired just now. And this is one of the reasons why I don't like using a large ship for this. The crate is only a medium, and it's very mobile. So it lets me get inside here and actually mine these relatively easily without too much of a problem. And you can see how close I was to that other rock there. Because when it breaks apart, it doesn't break apart too far. So it's a little cramped in here sometimes. But all of this painite is going to be huge money. Oop, missed. There we go. Oop. And that's why we got shields. I'm gonna clear out of this area here. And see if... Okay, there is still a couple more over on this one here. Like I said, that's how I lose the most collector limpets, is when they're flying around inside of something like this. Hey babe. Collector limpets expiring all over the place here. It's like, I can fly in here just fine, but apparently their AI is not sophisticated enough to be able to handle this. Alright, do we have any surface deposits left? Nope. So now we just gotta wait for the collector limpets to hopefully bring all the rock back to me. Because this is the big money. Look at that, galactic average of 67,167, and I can find places where I can sell that for up to probably even into the 6 digits sometimes, depending on what station you go to, what demand it's at, and things. Yeah, painite is the moneymaker for mining. That is what I would recommend if you have the ability to put all these fancy gadgets on your ship. That is probably the best thing to actually go out there and try to mine up stuff. Oh! Dryer's done! It's the dryer there. Alright, looks like they have managed to collect all of... I only see 2 limpets. Where's the third limpet? Is he... Ah, he expired. Where? One of the other limpets went to go get it, I think. It's over here, I think, on the other side. That's probably why. So I can see where the... At least I think I see where the rocks are at. There he is. There, he's got it. Alright. Excellent. Okay. So there we go. You guys actually managed to see a asteroid explosion. Dave, you'll just have to, you know, watch this later on. And now we get to find another asteroid around here. I think I see one kind of behind that other big one. Oh, there we go. That one's nice and yellow. Am I gonna hit that, or did I miss? Not sure if I missed that. No, it's gonna hit it. Good. I've shot those off into deep space before. It's hilarious sometimes. Oh, that one doesn't have anything we want though, does it? No. All right. I wish that the filter that I have set up would actually filter the results for the asteroids too, but apparently that's not something that they designed into it. So despite having like Galite and Indite not on my pickup list, they still show up with the pulse wave scanner. Not a big deal. Just you know, makes it a little bit more interesting. Makes finding those rich painite cored asteroids much better. Well, that one's got platinum. Does it have any? Oh, it's got a palladium. I think that's a palladium. No, it's a platinum. Oh, cool. It's a platinum vein. That's always good. So we're going to switch to the displacement missiles. This one's got very low rotation too. I like that. It means I don't have to try to keep up with things as quickly. Much easier mining when the asteroid just sits there and doesn't rotate a whole bunch. Ooh, I don't know if we'll actually get 3 chunks out of this one or not, but we'll try for it if it's... Is it still there? Yep, it's still there. Maximum you'll get out of one of these is 3 chunks, but if you run out of green in the lower right or lower left there before you hit the end of the track, yep, just like that, then it's considered a fail. So it just didn't have any more in there to give. No big deal. Alright, let's use the mining laser. Get the rest of that platinum out of there. Where's my prospector limpet? Lock onto that. That's not the right prospector limpet. Is that it? No. There we go. That's the one that's on this asteroid. More platinum. Oh, I got some iron too. That's another nice thing. You can actually get elements for the synthesis and engineering out of these asteroids and stuff too. So you'll actually fill up your material slots quite a bit sometimes. Oh, painite 32 out of that asteroid. That's awesome. We are going to make some huge bank off of that. Curious if it at some point like one of these pirates might show up. They don't usually when I'm in those remote locations though. That's another thing I like about finding the hot spots in the belt. They're not a tagged resource extraction site, so you'll get a couple of guys that'll show up and scan you right off the bat, but after that you're usually left alone. Asteroid depleted. Oh wow, and the limpets were on the ball there. They've actually already kind of cleaned up everything. Way to go, guys. The real MVPs here, the limpets, because then I don't have to try to pick everything up myself. Because as we've established, I am lazy. Very? Yeah, my girlfriend just said I'm very lazy. You know, very's not a very good descriptor. Extraordinarily? There you go. I am exceedingly lackadaisical. How about that? Get some nice... Exceedingly lackadaisical. If there's one thing that Robin Williams taught me, it is that speech is a art, and you must use it as such.
So is lipstick.
Really? I'm streaming, and you're coming out here and making lip marks on my forehead. Thank you for that. Alright, looks like... Okay, see, this is where I think that one asteroid is actually projecting onto the other. I don't know. We'll check the littler one first and see if it's got what we want, and if it doesn't, then we'll check the bigger one. No, nothing that we want on that one. It's also a lot bigger than I thought it was. That one is still pretty bright, so maybe this one is going to have what we're looking for. I could only hope it's another one that actually has like a painite core. That would be amazing. I only usually find like one of those per... Ugh. Gallite. So this is where I was talking about the scanners don't align with the ignore list. So I wind up with these high concentrations of the basic metals. And I mean, I'm sure somebody would buy that stuff, but it's just not as profitable. And we're trying to get as much money for time spent as we can here. Nope. Try again. There we go.
Asteroid scan complete. Programming mission drone. Expected limit failed.
What is my cargo hold at, actually? 73. Still got 37 limpets, though, so... Got a while to go. This is a big one. Gold. Nobody wants any gold. Gold's not nearly as popular in space as the others. Alright, go for that one. That one's glowing pretty well. I go through more limpets for prospecting, trying to identify the right rock. It can be very frustrating. Pulse. Well, the one next to it looks pretty good too. So if this one doesn't pan out, we'll check that one next. Ooh, it does have painite. All right. We'll try to come up on this. I think this is kind of like its rotational axis. Hopefully it won't try to knock out my drones at that point. Try to aim down and get it to launch the rocks back and under me. Because apparently it seems to determine the direction that the collector limit expired. Let's see, we're gonna edit something over here real quick. Man, it is not easy to fine-tune this. Alright, close enough. I'm gonna turn the desktop volume back up just a little bit, because I think this has all been kind of the quiet area. I want you guys to be able to hear the different sounds and stuff. Look at this, we're like digging a channel all the way around it. This one just keeps giving. That's awesome. Hey, the more painite we get, the more money we make. Looks like I picked a pretty good angle here. Oh, and there! Just as I say that, the asteroid takes out a limpet. Alright, it is depleted. And none of the surface stuff are really worth getting, so... There was one right here, wasn't it? That was right next to it, I thought? Yeah, there it is. Let's see what this one has on it. I love that little like it's an engine on the thing. Ah, Margalite and Indite. Used to be you'd have to go around shooting every single asteroid though with a prospector limpet. At least now you've got a better chance of finding one that has what you're looking for in it. Ooh, more painite. Always good. What's that one? That's an indite surface deposit. Does that have any good? No, it doesn't have any good surface deposits. Oh, that's the wrong prospector. There we go. Alright. But we do have plenty of painite actually in the asteroids. So, back to this. I wish there was a toggle switch for the mining laser. Otherwise I have to just keep holding the trigger down. I suppose I could put like a rubber band on it. Like a MacGyver toggle switch that way. Is that still a phrase? MacGyvering? Am I dating myself with that? I don't know. I don't care. Richard Dean Anderson was an amazing actor. You can quote me on that. MacGyver and Stargate SG-1. Better Jack O'Neill than the movie, definitely. I'm a huge Stargate fan. Don't get me wrong, I love the movie. The movie was awesome, especially because it gave Stargate fans the series, both SG-1 and Atlantis. We don't talk about the third one. That was bad. They should feel bad for that series. But yeah. Yeah, no. This was not by the same guy. This was not M. Night Shyamalan's thing. My girlfriend's asking, is this the same guy that we don't talk about because of the first Atla movie? She means the Last Airbender that M. Night Shyamalan came out with. That was a travesty. If it was possible to prosecute M. Night Shyamalan for war crimes, I would like to. But no, that's not the same person. I'm a huge Avatar fan, okay? Definitely Avatar Korra over Aang. No offense to Aang. He was cool and all, but Korra is better. And I've actually got my little Avatar Korra statue over here on my desk. I'm still working on display area. I'm going to have like a whole shelf up here on the back to put up my shrine of nerddom kind of stuff back there. But still working on some stuff. Let's see, pulse wave. So this is going to be a very nerdy channel. I hope people are okay with that, and if you're not, well, in the words of Korra, deal with it. Oh boy, that's a tiny little rock, isn't it?
This is where I was talking, that green kind of circle in the middle. That's the composition scanner. And while I don't use the composition scanner to actually scan compositions, like I said, it works very well as a crosshair. Like you can see the prospector limpet is going to hit right in the middle of that circle.
Prospector limpet engaged.
Ooh, palladium. Okay, that's cool. We can mine up some palladium. That's worth my time. It's also, again, a slow-moving asteroid, so it won't be too difficult to get close here and capitalize. We're going to get right up there with it. There we go. Rocks going right under the ship. Limpets can just pick them right up, put them in the cargo hold. I love this game. It's just so visually impressive. A lot of fun mechanics, especially now that they've upgraded the mining and the exploration. Highly recommend picking it up if you're at all a space flight enthusiast. And it can be actually played with Xbox 360 or Xbox One controller. Pretty much everything that you need to be able to fly can just be keyed to those. You'll only have a few things that you still need your keyboard for. So if you're not a fan of like mouse and keyboard flight, this game is still really good. Even on a 360 controller, I've done that before. How's that cargo hold doing? Oh yeah. 43 painite. This is like one of the best. This is one of the best mining trips that I've had, I think. I don't think I've ever had 43 painite. I think my previous record was like 25, maybe 30. This is going to be huge. Ooh. Right next door. Nice. Hopefully it's got what we're looking for, though. Oh, more painite. This is amazing. Hey, we got Shepard SG-1. I was just talking about Stargate, too, for the host there. Thank you for the host. So let's see, we've got... and also, Shepard, definitely like my second favorite character after Jack O'Neill. I have a very fluid ranking for them because you got to have Ronan in there as well. He usually comes in like number 3. But Rodney is also in the top 5 there of Stargate characters. All right, let's see. We got more painite on this one. Did we have any surface deposits? No. And the follow. Thank you so much, Shepard. No, we got manganese on the surface deposits and stuff. That's... Oh, wait. There's one. We got subsurface painite. Perfect. Yeah, he did tend to screw... But then he fixed it. He usually fixed it afterwards, you know. I mean, he only blew up that one solar system. It's not like that happened on a regular basis. Anyone who hasn't watched the show is wondering, like, wait, he blew up a solar system? It was kind of a crowning achievement, honestly. There we go. Drill, drill, drill. Oh, nailed it. That was a small little sliver. This one's got a lot of those. Nice. Oh. I only got 2 out of it before it disappeared. Alright. Go back to the regular mining laser. Oh yeah, we actually missed it earlier in the stream. We found one that actually could get cracked open with the seismic charges. So I'm hoping I might find another one. The painite that I got out of that was just huge. And we're getting more of it out of this one, but I definitely prefer when I can crack them open. It's just so much more cool looking. Yeah, I tend to do two different things. I'm either out mining or out bounty hunting. So either way, stuff's gonna explode on this stream. You know, it's a promise. %35%. That's a good one. No valid collection targets. Oh come on! I'm mining as fast as I can. The laser can only do so much. Those limpets get impatient sometimes. They also get suicidal, considering that one just ran into the asteroid, apparently. Again, that's never going to get old at all. Yeah, if you don't get the right level of explosion on them, and that can be tricky. My method, my method, I tend to, I kind of hit them with max charge, and then if I go over it, I'll disengage one and then set up a new one. There's one over here. Ooh, what was that? That one was like orange. Yeah, let's see what this one's got. The ship goes so slow with the cargo scoop open, but I kind of have to because otherwise I run over my my prospector limpets. Oh, I was so hopeful for that orange one too. Oh, there's one over there. There's a couple here. Okay, let's check out this one. See if I really want to find another one I can actually explode. That would be awesome to get 2 of them in one trip. I've only ever found 1 per trip before. Oh, that all of a sudden that's not highlighted as much. I think that one might be getting residual from another rock. Oh no, it's got painite on it. Does it have any? Oh, it's even got 2 surface deposits. Awesome. Welcome back. So I haven't found another one I get to explode yet, but I did find some with the, wow. My aim is, oh, it's not my aim. Oh, this one's bugged. I hate when that happens. Sometimes the surface, deposits get glitched and you can't actually break them off of the asteroid. Try this one. Would help if I actually hit it. No, those were direct hits. Oh well, there was still some actually on the asteroid itself. So we'll just do the traditional mining. Grab some more painite. Get right up there close. Hey babe, what's up? Yeah, that's your doing. That's all your fault. Oh, no, that's just embarrassing. Don't do that. It's fine.
My goal to embarrass you. That's my new girlfriend.
It's your goal to embarrass me. Okay. Well, you're accomplishing that greatly right now. Middle of stream, girlfriend comes up and just is trying to get the lipstick she left on my forehead off earlier. That's great. Just how I wanted to start off my Twitch streaming career.
I have to go to work. I love you.
All right. See you later. I will do that. You as well. Have a good day at work. Yeah, there's still definitely some bugs here and there. And they're working on it. I like that about Elite. They actually do try to improve the things. They don't always get to it right away, but they try. Better than can be said for some companies that put out a game and then they'll just like let it die. You know, kind of like what happened with Mass Effect Andromeda. I'm still so disappointed about that one. The game had so much potential. So much cool stuff that could have been done with it. That one's a really tiny one. Let's see if there's any other big... I think I already looked at that one over there. That's kind of the direction we came from. Ooh, here we go. One of these ones looks nice and juicy. Yeah, I did play it through just because I'm a huge completionist. I liked it. It's just... And the worst part was, once they fixed a lot of the bugs, it was actually a really good game. But the damage was already done, and nobody wanted to go back and try it again. So, I think, unfortunately, it might be the game that just kind of kills the Mass Effect franchise. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. My game froze up for a little bit there for some reason. I was like, I loved the game, but... What is going on with my thrusters? I am flying sideways all of a sudden. Okay, there we go. I don't know what that was. All of a sudden, I was like flying off in the wrong direction here. And apparently I missed some painite deposits. Oh, that's the two surface ones. Right. Yeah, those don't work. And this was, yeah, galite. So nothing of any use there. There we go. There's something that's glowing nice. The biggest disappointment for me with Andromeda was the fact that because it died, they're never going to put out any DLCs. They're never going to put out any expansions for it. We'll never get any kind of adventure to follow up on the arc that was all of the other races, the Quarians and all of them. So that's my biggest disappointment about it. And they even left, like, at the very end of the game, it's no spoilers, but there's actually a teaser about they got a transmission from that arc. And so I know they were intending to actually do something with it, but not now. Probably not ever. But that happens with games. You know, even your favorite game, you know, doesn't necessarily mean it's going to stay around. Star Wars Galaxies, old MMORPG at this point, definitely was one of my favorites. Wow, still not finding any more of the right materials here.
Asteroid scan complete.
Oh, was there a comic for the Quarian arc? I'll have to look that up, because, I mean, even if it's just a comic type of thing, I would be thoroughly into that to find out more, because that's what I play those games for, is the story and everything. It's not so much the action and everything. I just love that universe, the different races and all the technology and stuff. Huge sci-fi nerd. We'll check that one out, I guess. Yeah, I'm always a fan of, like, when a series or a game or something like that gets comic books and stuff to continue the story. Like, well, Legend of Korra is probably my most recent favorite comic book, because it picks up right after the TV series. So I'll probably see you an awful lot then, huh? I'll have to check out your stream as well. We're both a bunch of sci-fi nerds. Got to stick together, right?
Prospector limit engaged.
Osminium, that's mildly profitable. Ooh. Ooh, what do we got here? This one's big. This one's red. Cool. Well, I will definitely check you out. I'm hoping. I got a good feeling. Ah, nope. Not even the materials I'm looking for. So sad. Whoa, that one is like white hot. Yeah, they break. It happens. I mean, I'm using an old Logitech. The thing's like a 720p camera, so definitely going to be one of the upgrades that I want to get for the stream, so that it's got a little bit wider angle, better picture, that kind of thing. Line it up. Hit that one? Yeah, that should hit that one. But yeah, Star Wars, Star Trek, Stargate. If it's got Star in the name, probably going to be something I'm interested in. We were supposed to get a Stargate MMO, but that never panned out. They never got it out of like alpha. Oh! We got another one! We got another one! And it's even got palladium in the outer core. Awesome! Alright, so we're gonna fly up here and get the for 1080 so I can replace green screen. And it's not like a green screen or anything. It's actually like a brick wall that I have as my backdrop. It's like that's my actual wall. Is it still in development? I kept hearing things about it, but yeah, I would love a Stargate MMO. That would be an awesome thing. I don't know how well it would do. I think it would have the same impact as kind of like Star Trek Online, because the problem is the Stargate program is a military installation and organization. So it's not something that you can really, like Star Wars. Star Wars works so great for MMOs because of the fact that it's lawless. You can be anything, anywhere, doing anything. I've found a lot of times, like anytime where there's supposed to be law and order, it doesn't work as well for an MMO. Okay, Worlds is canceled. Okay. Oh, okay, yeah, Network is that's where they've got that Origin one and series and stuff, wasn't it? Is that what the Stargate Network is? There we go. Yeah, okay, I remember what that is now. Oh, I am so excited. I love busting these rocks apart. Oh, perfect. 3 max charge, and it's nailed. back up to a safe space. Detonate. Alright, we'll have to check that one out then. Like I said, anything Stargate tends to catch my interest. Boom. Oh, I will never get tired of that. Now hopefully the limpets don't kill themselves all over the place here. There we go. Get in here, get all this painite off the inside. Yep. As I say that, collector limpets start expiring. They just do not like flying inside of this area. It's almost not worth it to have these things when you're inside of here. Okay, I need to get out of the middle of this here real quick and see what we're dealing with, because something is. Oh, I see. I got too close on the underside and it killed off like all three of them at once. There we go. Okay. I'm just gonna like sit here, let them figure out the paths a little bit first. I wish that Frontier would make it so that the limpets couldn't kill themselves by running into something. I'm all for, like, if you're in combat and somebody shoots one with a laser, that they get blown up. That makes perfect sense to me. But I feel like, as a device, they really should be hardy enough to be able to survive impacting something at their own travel speed. You'd think an engineer would have designed them this way, so that they don't just immediately explode as soon as something bumps into them. Looks like I've got all of the stuff mined off the surfaces, so we're gonna back up out of here and let them navigate to a stationary position. Might make it a little more successful. Oh, 66 painite so far. This is a first. I've never gotten 2 asteroids with a painite core in one mining trip. This is going to be my most profitable one ever. Are they trying to come back with more? I think the rocks are out this ways a bit. That one's like lost. I don't think they know how to get back to the ship all of a sudden. Here we go. Get some external shots here. Ah, they're figuring it out. Oh, don't kill yourselves on that rock. Oh, here comes one back. All right, good. They're flying around the asteroid just fine. 70. 70 painite. I'm gonna have to find a really good place to actually sell all of this. Try to get the most for my money. Oh wait, why is that one? Oh, it still had some. Okay, there we go. Now we've got everything. Let's check this one here. Seems to be if they're yellow, they tend to have more of what I'm looking for. Maybe that's been my problem. The Wikia says that it's red is what you're looking for, but I'm starting to think that might be wrong. No, not quite. Osminium and other stuff. Okay, that little one is closer. So if I aim and shoot. Ah, still not what we're looking for. I can't complain too much. I mean, you've seen how much paint I've already got in my cargo hold, so. Okay, yep. Feel free to lurk. Good talking with you, and I will certainly send a follow your way once I'm done with my stream here. Ooh, painite and palladium. It looks like we got a couple of palladium subsurface deposits too. We'll get those first. Get the big chunks shooting out here first. Let the limpets take care of those. Ah. Oh, it only gave me 2 out of that. Oh, that's gallite. No, I saw another palladium. Where is it? Oh, there it is, over there. I love that little mini game. You just got to make sure you get the timing right. Makes it so much more entertaining now. I did see another green bar. So I should... Oh! But it only let me get 2 out of it. Alright. Stingy asteroid. Doesn't want to give me any more. Let's see, how's the cargo hold doing? Getting pretty full. Oh, I'm down to my last 4 limpets. Didn't realize I'm actually... getting pretty close to the end of this. Is that the one I'm looking for? Yeah, that's the rock we're on right now. Asteroid depleted. Thank you there, Victor. That's another thing I like. Frontier's actually been working with the guys that do the voice packs, and so they've got new voices for the Kovas, as they call it, in this game, which adds a nice variety. And not that there's anything wrong with Verity, you know, always a good assistant, but I like the fact they've actually got other languages now. I think German, Russian, some other ones out there now. So not just the English cockpit assistant anymore. They actually have other countries included. Very cool upgrade. This is a big one. What can we get out of this one? Nada, because I'm not after Presiodinium.
Asteroid scan complete.
Let's check this one out. Kind of low on limpets, but, you know, might get lucky. Find a really nice one. I don't think I'd have enough limpets to survive finding another one with a painite core. They'd probably all die, like they've been doing. Nope. Here we go. This big, bright yellow one. Let's try this one. What do we got? We got 2 limpets. 2 limpets left. I got a good feeling about this. Come on, I got a good feeling. I think I can already see some surface deposits on it. Ah, so much for good feelings. Oh, okay, we've got 2 now. I got... Or do I want to get this one off to the left? Ooh, choices, choices. You know what? I've not been having good luck with those larger ones. We're going to go with this one right here, because it looked like the brighter of the 2. And hopefully we get lucky with the last Prospector limpet, because we are out of limpets. It's a bust. We got nothing out of that one. Alright, well, we've got 89 out of 96 for the cargo hold. I am going to call that actually pretty good for this particular trip. So let's go and get out of this asteroid belt. So that we're not mass locked. Actually, I can just let that fly for a little bit here. So let's see. I need to use one of my tools to find out where the best place to sell this is going to be. I have a little website that I use. It's Elite Dangerous Utilities. And one of the more recent things that they added is you can actually find like the best metallic sell stations. Because it links with the Elite Dangerous database and polls that for what the current prices are. And you can try to find what the closest locations that are going to really sell, that are willing to buy your ore from you is. And all the collector limpets are timing out now too. Awesome. Uh-oh, why did
Why did the game... What's going on there? Are we having a server issue, or... What is going on with my game? There we go. That was weird. So let's see, what do we got over here on this second monitor? Something that's gonna... Oh wow, there's actually, supposedly, there's a couple in the near area that are buying painite for huge amounts. And that's actually a recent update too. Galaxy map. Alright, let's see if we can find one of these and find out if this is accurate or not. Looks like the closest one is 42.6 away. And oh no, actually there's one closer than that. 35.2. System is 109. Piscium? Piscium, I think, is how that's pronounced. There we go. Right there. Cute little white star. Alright, only 2 jumps away. Engage FTL. Oh, we're going to jump right through the asteroid field, huh? Alright, so we're going to slow the engines, let the FTL drive spool up, and then go max burn. Just jump right through the asteroid field. I feel like that would be bad for the ship in reality. I don't know how this works, if it's like a hyperspace window. If you're actually allowed to pass through... I don't think you're allowed to pass through solid matter, because it doesn't let you do that when a planet's there. But for some reason, an asteroid belt, I guess, isn't considered solid enough.
System scan complete.
Alright, on to the next one. And we're looking for Eiling Dock is the name of the place we're looking for.
Safety protocols for
So let's see if we can find... There it is, right there. Eiling Dock. And supposedly, they are offering Boku prices for both the painite and the palladium. So we will fly over here and find out if this is still accurate. It was pulled yesterday, apparently. Looks like they're a little ways out, so a little bit of flying to do. Little space trucking. Used to do that a lot in Eve. Doing shipments with my freighter and such. That was a lot of fun too. Flying from one system to another, just, you know, moving cargo. Oh, here's a good example too. You can see now the interface that I have, which it's already a custom blue that I made with the UI little edit that you can do. Now it's kind of a purple color though in this system, so the lighting is actually affecting that shade. That's one of the new updates for Beyond Chapter 4 that they put out. On approach.
75%.
Now it's kind of back to its normal blue. I just like it better than the orange. I always felt the orange was a bit harsh. I know blue light's kind of supposed to be bad for you, but I like the blue and the green better than the orange and green. Good amount of traffic here. See all the other starships flying around. Coming in. Warning, entering conflict zone. We don't want to take part in any conflict zone. This is not a combat vessel right now. We've got one defensive turret, and that's it. All right.
Delay 6 Sierra Oscar November. Welcome to this independent station, Commander. Please fly safely during arrival and departure. Permission authorized.
There we
Set
go.
down on landing
Docking
path
requested.
That's a fair
Automated docking approved.
We're gonna bring it in here under auto dock.
Scan detected.
Oh, somebody's scanning me. I'm sure it's system security. Nothing illegal here, just a whole lot of rocks. All right. Starport services. Let's see. Was this accurate on
Contact. Commence system shutdown.
commodities market? What can I get for my rock collection? Oh yeah, they are paying a bit more than the usual. Where's Paynite? Oh, yep. Look at that. 396,315. The galactic average is only 67,000. This is going to be a big haul. 77 units, 30 mil. That is the most money I have ever made in 2 hours. 30 mil for 77 units of Paynite. That's amazing. And we'll sell off the palladium and the platinum. I only wound up with 2 things of platinum. That's crazy. Usually they wind up with a lot more than that. Alright, well that is an unequivocal success for a mining trip. We'll restock, refuel, plot a course home.
displaying maps.
It's another advantage of the voice attack setup is I can actually set certain systems for it to be able to do what it just did all on its own. Launch.
Ignition.
Highly recommend if you're into Elite Dangerous or Star Citizen. They also have voice packs for Star Citizen. To check out voice attack as well as HCS voice packs. Their HCS voice packs is the guys that actually put all of this together. Huge number of different commands and macros to help you automate your ship.
and just makes it so much more immersive because the computer actually will talk back to you at that point. Love it. Oh, we're actually only like one jump away from home system. Nice. I chose Falcon because the system that I like to operate out of, it's an actual asteroid that they mined out and built the starbase inside of. So, lots of cool stuff there.
Safe travels, Commander.
Just different, a little unique. I figured we're a mining corporation, so makes sense to have it work that way.
Scanning for anomalies. None detected.
Jump out into that star.
Leading systems.
That's something you always have to be careful with in this game, is pay attention to where you're going, because if you come out of hyperspace and just fly straight at it, that doesn't tend to end well. You overheat, and the ship might explode, and it's just a bad time for everyone at that point.
Right on, Commander.
Ooh, hey, all that money just got me a Pilots Federation promotion to Tycoon. Awesome. No longer am I an entrepreneur, I am now a tycoon. On my way to Elite. On approach.
Understood. 75%.
So let's check that out over here on the home screen. Yep, sure enough, I am 1% into towards the next one. Not bad. Ranger is my highest rank for exploration. I'll admit I got most of those ranks from doing passenger missions because for some reason those count towards exploration. I don't necessarily agree with it, and I did not do it intentionally to level my exploration. It was actually like a byproduct of I just wanted to try out the passenger missions because I thought it sounded cool and I had a lot of fun doing it, and by the time I realized that I was gaining exploration for it, it was already like up to Pathfinder rank, and I'm just like, that's crazy. All these people that go out and they actually map systems and stuff, I feel like that should be the only way you get exploration. I don't think passenger missions should count. That should count towards the business one, entrepreneur, and those, because you're making money off of those, not charting stars and things. Exploration should be more about actually getting out there and, you know, finding stuff, not showing sightseers around. That's not exploration. That's you know, that's Uber. Space Uber.
Delisi, Sierra Oscar, November. Please approach the station at a safe speed and be mindful of other pilots in the area. Access granted. Sit down on landing pad 22.
Let's see what we got. The notification.
You may now handle the control.
I always love these little animation things. That is so cool how it spreads out the trade routes inside of the new emblem. I'll have to upgrade that on the ships that I have my trade tags on. So like this is what I was saying. It's inside of an asteroid. Is it not? There we go. There's my mouse look mode. So I can actually look around here now, and all these different, all of this is just carved into the rocks.
Touchdown confirmed.
I just thought it was a unique location to kind of call home for my corporation. Well, all right, we're at
2 hours and 15 minutes now. I think 11 was probably what that's kind of what I was shooting for my first stream. Nothing too lengthy, but you know, a good entertaining time out in space. And double check, make sure I've got fuel and everything in here for the next time I go out. Always an important thing. Oh yeah, let's do that. Let's restock restock the limpets so I don't wind up out there without any again. That was annoying at the beginning. There we go, 64. Okay. So that is all set then. So, okay, well, I guess that pretty much covers today's stream. Thank you guys for joining me and flying out there and watching me mine a whole bunch of rocks and all that kind of stuff. We actually got lucky, found 2 different asteroids with the painite cores that could be exploded. I want to do special shout out real quick to not only Battle Dave, who's one of my good friends for the hosting, as well as the I'm taking off. I figured 11 was probably going to be my cutoff. We had a very successful mining trip, Dave. We actually got I got 30 mil off of the cargo hold of painite and stuff that I had. I found 2 different asteroids that could explode, and was awesome. So big shout out for Battle Dave, Viridian Prime, as well as Shepherd SG1. Thank you so much for all 3 of you for hosting me on your streams, and you guys should probably go over, check them out, and see what they've got going on their schedules and things. I know Dave and I have a similar streams thing. We'll probably actually be streaming games together from time to time. So we have a lot of fun playing things like PUBG, tanks, that kind of stuff. So, all right. Well, thank you for joining me. It has been a great time, and I will see you guys all on tomorrow at 8:30 again. See you later.